live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And so, welcome to the Metroliner Express Bowl, or the Acela Express Bowl, or any of those other things, as the New York Yankees make the trip from the Bronx to D.C. to play the Washington Senators on this Friday night, July 1st, 1949, or March 11th, 2011, at lunchtime in real life. So, the Yankees are in first place, 43-26. They beat the Red Sox the day before. Joe DiMaggio is off to a hot start, hitting .429 since he started his season. The Senators at 41-30 are still continuing to defy expectations. They are in second place, 3 games out of first, but we think the slide has started. Mickey Harris is 2-0 for the Senators. He's going on the mound today. He went 2-12 with Washington in real life. And Eddie Lopat will go for the Yankees. And so on this busy day where I'm dealing with a number of different things, let's get this party started, shall we? As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball Replay 1949 today from Griffith Stadium in Washington, D.C. It is the 41-30 Washington Senators against the 43-26 New York Yankees. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And silly me forgot to change the thing for, yes, it is a very fine podcast, the thing for mobile users on Twitch. Anyway, Mickey Harris is on the mound today for the Washington Senators, since he was traded in the middle of June. How you doing, Buck? This is his 4th start with the Sens. He is 2-0 with a 2.38 ERA, 22 2/3 innings, 26 hits, 1 home run allowed. Has not faced the Yankees as a member of the Sens. And on June 25th, he went against the Indians, his last start. 8 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 7. So to finish up the rest of Harris's numbers, 6 runs all earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 9. 32 years old, a fastball pitcher and a ground ball pitcher at 83. Just a few of Washington's many, many, many sins. Oh, yeah. And so here's the lineup he'll be facing on a beautiful night in D.C. 87 degrees, winds blowing out to left at 14. Now they have the superior Nats with the World Series title in the century. Jerry Coleman leads off at short. Stuffy Sternweiss gets the call at second. He'll bat second. Tommy Henrik at first will go third. Joe DiMaggio cleans up in center. Billy Johnson, white shoes need not apply, at third will bat fifth. Johnny Lindell in left will go sixth. Hank Bauer in right will go seventh. Charlie Silvera is behind the plate. He'll go eighth, so Yogi has an off day. And Eddie Lopat will bat ninth on the mound. Defensively for Washington, Bud Stewart is a 5 and a 9 in left. Clyde Vollmer is a 7 and a 3 in center. Sam Bealey, I know that name, is a 2 and a 4 in right. Crispin is a 3 at third. Dente is a 7 at short. I was about to say Bernie Kosar, but it's Al Kosar is a 3 at second. Eddie Robinson at 8 at first, and Al Evans a 2 and a 5 behind the plate. Mickey Harris with Washington is a 5 with a .958 fielding percentage. And so with all that out of the way, Jerry Coleman steps in at .315, no homers, and 25 RBI. So Phil Rizzuto and Yogi Berra had the day off. Harris starts the ball game with a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. And that brings up Stuffy, or Snuffy. You could be stuffy this time of year with allergies. 301, no homers, and 5 RBI. Coleman not a threat to steal. And there's a ground ball base hit. Second verse, same as the first. Dente with a late jump and couldn't stop it. So the Yankees, runners on the corners and nobody out for 5 o'clock Lightning. Henrik at .293, 22 homers, and 70 RBI. Pitch to Tommy. Popped up left side. Christman, 1 out. So here's DiMaggio. Lorenzo was spotted where? Jolton Joe at .429. Ha. That's funny. Not. 6 for 14 with 4 runs scored, a walk and a strikeout. He has scored 4 times but not driven in anybody. So here's a pretty good RBI chance right here. There's a ground ball to Dente, might be 2. Coleman will score. Kozar for 1, Robinson, and that should be 2, so the run is erased. So DiMaggio can't drive in that run. But the Yankees, 2 hits, they leave a runner on, bottom of the first. There is no score. I have no idea what his Eve name is. And I don't even have Eve on this computer, so I wouldn't even know where to look. I do know where to look for Eddie Lopat. He's making his 14th start of the year. He is a lefty. Do this one first, Ron. 31 years old, a fastball pitcher, and a flyball pitcher at 84. We are friends on Steam, and I have not seen him log into Steam to play a game. Against the Senators, Lopat, 2 starts, 18 innings, 20 hits, 8 runs all earned. He's walked 8 and struck out 6, and all that, he's still 2-0. His last start was against the Tigers on the 26th. 9 innings and a win, 10 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 1 and struck out 2. So he is 9-3 with a 3.95 ERA. Yeah, I am now officially concerned about Lorenzo. 107 innings, 125 hits allowed, 51 runs, 47 earned. He's walked 39 and struck out 39. The lineup he'll face, it'll be Sam Dente at short, who will lead it off. Bud Stewart in left will bat second. Sam Mealy hits third and right, and that's everything you need to know about the Washington lineup right there. Clyde Vollmer is in center field. He'll clean up. Eddie Robinson at first will bat fifth. Al Kozar at second will go sixth. Christman at third will bat seventh. Al Evans will catch and go eighth. And Harris, who threw 12 pitches in the top of the first, will bat ninth. Defensively for the Yankees, Lindell is a 3 and a 4 in left. Joe DiMaggio is a 10 and an 8 in center. Bauer a 3 and a 5 in right. Billy Johnson is a 3 at third. Jerry Coleman a 3 at short. Rizzuto was on the bench, but the computer's running the Yankees. Sternweiss is a 3 at second, and Heinrich is a 3 at first. And if this was, well, there's really just nothing good there at all. Charlie Silvera is a 4 and a 5 behind the plate, and Lopat is an 8 on the mound with a .961 fielding percentage. Dente at 323 and 31 RBI. And Lopat delivers a fly ball left field. Lindell 1 out. So here's Bud Stewart, 261, 3 homers, and 31 RBI. Be drinking my lunch as we go along here. Grocery day. And so we got the stuff for the smoothies just as I was coming on the air. It's strawberry and blueberry today. So it tastes very, very good. Pitch to Stewart. There's a fly ball left field. Lindell 2 out. Sam Mealy, 111 since being traded from the Red Sox. And that Walt Masterson deal, no homers and 3 RBI. And Mealy would begin a long association with his franchise, ended up being the manager when they were the Twins. Yes, we mixed the strawberries and blueberries together. Some Greek yogurt, some milk, and the Ninja Pro Plus. Yeah. Pitch to Mealy is a fly ball center field. DiMaggio is there, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left after one, no score. No, I'm not drinking the ninja parts. Be Billy Johnson, Johnny Lindell, and Bauer to face Harris here in the second. Billy at 261, 5 homers and 27 RBI. Pitch from Harris is a fly ball center field. Vollmer comes in. 1 out. A Ninja Berry smoothie. Yeah, well, who was it that ate all sorts of plastic parts? Have you ever seen one of those ninjas? Here's Lindell, 297, 3 homers, and 22 RBI. It's a 3-blade thing, but they're on different levels of the tube, so it's not all at the bottom. And you just press a button for smoothie, and it makes you a smoothie. You obviously got to put what you want to make the smoothie stuff with, but it's a lot like the air fryer oven we have. Just set it, and it makes it. Pitch to Lindell is a line drive to Kozar for the out. Yeah, like a dice tower with blades. There you go. I've had enough of you double ones. Zip, 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 zip. Here's Bauer. Hank at 223, 2 homers and 19 RBI. Harris deals, and there's a fly ball right center field. Vollmer comes in to make the catch, and that will retire the side. The Yankees go in order. Bottom 2, no score. So Vollmer, Robinson, and Kozar to face Lopez here in the second. Vollmer at 232, 9 homers, and 33 RBI. If I ate the ninja parts, I would come out kung fu fighting. Thanks, Mark. And I would be as fast as lightning to the emergency room eating that much plastic. Oof. Pitch to Vollmer is a base hit up the middle. So the first hit for the Sens. And that brings up Eddie Robinson, 282, 9 homers, and 47 RBI. As I'm going to take a sip. This thing is super thick. Pitch to Robinson. There's a line drive to second. Sternweiss is there, 1 out. Brings up Al Kozar. Al at 299, 2 homers and 24 RBI. Lopat deals. Ground ball right side, base hit. So Sternweiss couldn't make the play. Vollmer moves to third. And the Sens have runners on the corners and 1 out for Mark Chrisman. Mark at 224, 3 homers and 17 RBI. Remember, the Sens need 9 wins the rest of the year to match their real-life win total. This is game 72 for them. This is game number 70 for the Yankees. Chrisman into left field. That will score a run. Lindell goes back, makes the catch. Vollmer tags and will score without a throw. And Washington leads at 1-0. And that'll bring up Al Evans. Al at 354, 1 homer and 22 RBI. Throw to first. Kozar back. 2 out. Bottom of the second. 1-0 DC. Got him. He swung on and missed an 84-mile-an-hour fastball, and that will retire the side. But the Sens draw first blood, a run on 2 hits and no errors, and after 2, it's 1-0 Washington. So here's Charlie Silvera. Charlie looks awful happy here. 259, no homers, and 5 RBI. Playing behind one Larry Berra. Ground ball right to Harris. Throws to first, 1 out. Hockey for you tonight, 8 o'clock. Bruins and Habs right here on Retro Sports Network. Here's Lopat. Eddie at 439. A triple 10 doubles, and 12 RBI. Into right field, Mealy, 2 out. So Harris, pitching like he's with the Red Sox. 9 batters, 2 2/3 innings, 32 pitches, and just 2 hits. Coleman singled to start the ball game. And that's a base hit into center field. Hang a star on that one. And that's the 3rd Yankee hit. For Snuffy, Sternweiss singled his first time up. Harris, a lefty, delivers. Got him! He swung on a curveball out of the strike zone for strike 3. So the Yankees go down. No runs, a hit, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's still 1-0 Washington. So Mickey Harris, and then Dente and Stewart to face Lopat. Harris 1 for 5 since the trade. He has walked twice and scored twice. And he hits a ground ball to Sternweiss behind the bag over to first, 1 out. And that brings up Sam Dente. He's 0 for 1. Lopat, his first 9 on 29 pitches. 2 1/3 innings. 2 hits. And a strikeout. And there's a fly ball to right. Bauer is there, 2 out. Bud Stewart is 0 for 1. And there's a base hit left center field. Stewart's going for 2 as that one caught the gap between DiMaggio and Lindell, and the Sens have a runner in scoring position. For Mealy, Sam is 0 for 1. This time around, ground ball base hit left side. Stewart rounds 3rd and scores. And would you believe it? The Senators lead it 2-0. This is kind of like retelling the tale of Frosty the Snowman, because there's some old magic with this team. It may not hold up today even, but incredible. This is the 8th time the Senators and Yankees have played, and not a surprise, the Yankees are 5-2, including 3-1 here at Griffith Stadium. They split a 2-game set here on Memorial Day. So Vollmer has scored and singled. He's 1 for 1. Base hit right center field. Mealy goes to 3rd. Vollmer on 1st, and the Sens are in business, 2 out. For Eddie Robinson, who's 0 for 1. So Lopat's ERA is now north of 4. Base hit left field. Mealy will score. Vollmer goes to 3rd. Billy Johnson and this bad Yankee defense didn't get there. And it's 3-0 Washington. So Vollmer and Robinson, the runners on for Alcozar, who's singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. And it's now 4-0 as that gets in the gap. Extra bases. Kozar with a double. Robinson rounds 3rd. Bauer will throw it in the infield, and it's 5-0 Washington. Yeah, Casey just kind of left things at the bat in this one. No Berra. Coleman in the wrong position. And no Phil Rizzuto. All 3s, and that for range. And even if he had a radar range, that's just terrible. So it's 5-0 Senators, 2 outs here in the 3rd. For Chrisman, who was 0 for 1 with an RBI. This time around, a liner to left. Lindell is there, and that will retire the side. But the Senators get 4 runs on 5 hits and no errors. We go to the 4th, It's 5-0 Washington. So Henrik, DiMaggio, and Johnson to face Mickey Harris here. Got him! He's on the inside corner on a 2-2 fastball, paints the black, and that's the second for Harris. So here's DiMaggio. Joe grounded into a double play his first time up. That was in the first. This time right back to Harris. Over to first, 2 out. You can all sing high hopes to yourself, I think, at this point. Here's Billy Johnson. He's 0 for 1. Harris delivers, and there's a base hit in the right field. Mealy will pick it up. And that's the 4th hit for the Yankees. Here's Lindell. Johnny is 0 for 1. It's a beautiful day here in Burlington. It's 55 degrees. Got out this morning. Sun is shining. Into left center, Vollmer will make the catch, and that will retire the side, and that's it for Lopat. Cuddles Marshall coming in. We got a pitching change. This game is coming to you from Griffith Stadium in the nation's capital. So Cuddles making his 23rd appearance of the year. Fastball pitcher at 86 and 24 years old. Second appearance against the Senators, 2 1/3 innings and 3 hits. Overall, 5-1 with a 4.29 ERA. He went 1 inning against the Red Sox on the 28th. Allowed a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. So overall, 21 innings, 24 hits, 10 runs all earned. Has walked 16 and struck out 6. So 8, 9, and 1 for the Sens here in the 4th. Marshall is due to hit 3rd in the 5th. Al Evans struck out his first time up. Ground ball to short. Coleman, 1 out. So here's Harris. Mickey's 0 for 1. Ground ball to 3rd. 2 out. Here's Sam Dente. He's 0 for 2. And there's a fly ball to right. Bauer goes back, but will make the catch. Sens go down in order. Let's see what they do with Marshall after 4. 5-0 Washington. So Bauer, Silvera, and Marshall. Bauer is 0 for 1. Into right, Mealy in the corner, makes the catch, 1 out. Here's Silvera. Charlie's 0 for 1. Yet Griffith Stadium, it is the righties minus 75% chance of a home run and lefties minus 67. So this park plays as big as a double stuff. Ground ball to short. Dente across the way, 2 out. So let's see what they do with Cuddles here. He's 1 for 3 on the replay. In for Eddie Lopat, who spit the bit. Stays in the game. Liner to left. Stewart's there, and that will retire the side. Halfway home on a Thursday afternoon here in Washington. Would you believe this? The Senators lead the Yankees, of all people, 5-0. Well, as I chew my smoothie, if you joined us late, here's how we got here. Mark Crispin a sac fly in the second to make it 1-0 Washington. And then the Sens chased out Eddie Lopat in the third. Sam Mealy singled home Stewart to make it 2-0. Eddie Robinson singled home Mealy to make it 3-0. And then Al Kozar doubled home 2 to make it 5-0. So Lopat's day was done after 3, 7 hits, 5 runs. So Cuddles Marshall coming in relief. Mickey Harris, a 4-hitter through 5. With 2 strikeouts. So Stewart doubled and scored. He's 1 for 2. And Marshall starts his second inning of work. Center field, DiMaggio comes in, makes the catch, 1 out. And yep, we've gone 9 1/3 innings, and there hasn't been a walk in this game. Yep, DiMaggio made his debut on the stream Monday against the Red Sox. So this is the second time we've had Joey D in the Starlighters. Mealy is 1 for 2 with an RBI. And the Monday game is up on YouTube. He singled, drove in his 4th since being traded from Boston, and scored. This time around, he hits a ground ball to Coleman, and that's going to be an error. So Mealy reaches on an error by Coleman. This is god-awful defense for the Yankees. First error. And here's Clyde Vollmer, who is 2 for 2, and the biggest hit for Joey D in the Starlighters is the Peppermint Twist. And I won't sing it. Mealy back. It's like a whole team of, oh, Brad. You know, just because Statler or Waldorf isn't here doesn't mean you got to fill in both here. Ugh. I'm looking around. He's not here. I think it was their only major hit, wasn't it? Pitch to Vollmer, who scored twice into right field. Bauer will make that catch. Mealy goes back to first. And no, we're not going. Runner on first to second with 2 out. Here's Eddie Robinson. Eddie is singled, scored, and drove in his 48th. We will hit and run here. Marshall delivers. Runner goes into right field. That's going to drop. That's a single. Bauer picks it up. Mealy goes to third. And the Sens again have runners in scoring position. 2 out for Al Kozar, who has singled, doubled, and driven in 2. Pitch to Kozar is a base hit right field. Mealy scores. Robinson goes to third, and it's 6-0 Senators. So here's Mark Crispin, who's 0 for 2 with an RBI. Now, knowing what we know about the Senators team, starting from July 1st through the rest of the year, they went 19-69. There's bad. There's Phyllis Diller bad. And then there's this. So, Elvis, I'll ask you, and anyone else who was around in 1969, when did you get the sense that that Met team was for real? Because at this point, we're almost halfway through the season, and the Senators are not only above 500, but they are pounding the Yankees. Pitch to Crispin. Here's a fly ball to left. That will end the inning. Lindell is there, and that will retire the side. The error hurts. A run on 2 hits. We go to the 6th. It's 6-0 Senators. So Mickey Harris thinking he's got his 3rd win. That's right, Brad, or Lorenzo. Harris threw 18 batters, 64 pitches. 5 innings, 4 hits, and 2 strikeouts. Yeah, you give me crap, I'll give you crap. My record actually is not as bad as you think it is. And this is our 34th stream of the year. Yeah, only in the games when it matters that they win, right? Yeah. Pitch to Coleman. There's a ground ball to Robinson, 1 out. So here's Sternweiss. He's 1 for 2. He is singled and struck out. Matt was in college. We had an early fall football practice, and I can remember the Cubs struggling big time. And we had a lot of New Yorkers on our team, so that's what kind of gave me a sense that they were going to win the pennant. Obviously, the Mets had some help, but they did win 100 games. You just never know, Brad, in those one-gamers, what's going to happen. Let me take a drink here, and then we'll get the stuffies at bat. How you doing, Tribe fam? Pitch to Stuffy. Up the middle, Harris throws to first for the out. So here's Henrik. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. When I put it up for a vote, what people wanted to see when Aaron died, and most people wanted to see the 7-15 game, so that's what we did. You just, very little chance that you can actually repeat what it is that particular player did. Ron's record is like a wrestling record, never to be seen printed on paper. I wonder, we've done over 250 replay streams in the last 2.5 years in baseball. I wonder what my record actually is. Pitch to Henrik is a little ground ball. Dente behind the bag, and that's an infield hit. So here's DiMaggio. Joe is 0 for 2. Runner on first, 2 out, top of the 6. 6-0 Washington. DiMaggio hits a base hit in the right field. Mealy with a bad jump. Hendrick moves to third, and with the Senators pitching, you just kind of wonder when Humpty Dumpty's going to fall off that wall. Here's Billy Johnson. He's 1 for 2 with a single. So runners on the corners, 2 out. Harris kicks and fires. Struck him out! My goodness, he went with a fastball at 82 and got him looking. So no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Yankees have left 5 on. It's 6-0 Washington. So Evans, Harris, and Dente to face Cuddles Marshall as Cuddles starts his 3rd inning in relief of Eddie Lopat. Evans is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Pitch from Marshall. In the center field, DiMaggio will make the catch for the out. 83 degrees now here in D.C. Wind blowing right to left at 8. Just a chamber of commerce night in the northwest section. So here's Mickey Harris. He's 0 for 2. Matt just came in from a dentist appointment. Or a dente appointment. So he either got his teeth cleaned or just had some pasta. One of the two. Harris draws a walk. Never want to walk the pitcher. Although Marshall walked pretty much everybody. So here's Sam Dente. He's 0 for 3. No runs, 6 hits, and error for the Yankees. They've left on 5. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and the Sens have left on 4. Base hit left side. He buys the beer walk first, yep. Harris will hold at second, 1 out. And here is Bud Stewart. Bud is 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. The Sens are looking for more insurance. Silvera goes out and talks with Marshall. Cuddles deals. Here's a ground ball to Henrik. He'll take it to the bag himself. And I believe... Nope, there's 2 out. So everybody moves up 90. Harris to third, Dente to second. For Mealy, who was 1 for 3 in RBI and scored 2 runs. Pitch to Sam is a ground ball to third. Johnson across the way, and that will retire the side. They strand 2, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors to go to the 7th inning here. Quick ball game today. 6-0 Washington. So Lindell, Bauer, and Silvera. Johnny is 0 for 2. Harris delivers, and there's a fly ball left center. Vollmer rides the Schwinn, 1 out. So here is Bauer. Hank is 0 for 2. Ground ball to third. Christman, 2 out. So here's Silvera. Again, this is not the A lineup for the Yankees today. And we do as played, so it's what Casey threw out there on July 1st. Silvera, 0 for 2. And I'm not sure what happened. They got him. So it's a ground ball to first. Robinson runs to the bag, and they got him. Stretch time, 6-0. So here's Vollmer, 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. So he just hit a little number down to... Silvera hit a number down to Robinson, and Robinson just beat him to the bag. In case you're wondering what happened, and that was the inning. Pitch to Vollmer is a ground ball to Sternweiss by the bag over to first, 1 out. And here is Eddie Robinson. He is 2 for 3. A single twice, RBI, and a run scored. One thing I really like about Action PC Baseball is every defensive player has a great arm. I love watching infield-outfield practice when I would go to the park and love watching their arms. Yeah, Dwight Evans. An absolute howitzer in right. Pitch to Robinson is a base hit past a diving Sternweiss. So that's the 11th hit for the Sens. Here's Kozar, Al, and Harris trying to be our players of the game. Kozar 3 for 3, a single twice and doubled, and has driven in 3. There'll be no live scoring in the hockey game tonight because some idiot decided to play the rest of the day thinking that wasn't the game, and like, oh yeah, you're doing the Senate or the Bruins and the Canadiens, so just 2 other games that day anyway. Pitch to Kozar is a ground ball to Johnson. He's only got a shot at first. Throws to Henrik for the out. So Robinson moves to second. 2 out for Christman. He's 0 for 3 with an RBI. You know, that doofus I work with here at home, it's not the cat. He really just makes things miserable at times. And no, we're not talking about anyone in Massachusetts. Pitch to Christman is a line drive left center. DiMaggio is there, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. We go to the 8th. It's still 6-0 Washington. Nope, no one in Massachusetts. Someone here in Vermont, and it's not the wife either. Let's see what they do with Cuddles Marshall, who's 0 for 1. And Charlie Keller will pinch hit. Oh, leave the banner out of this. I forgot. I could have just blamed the banner. Keller at .355, 3 homers and 11 RBI and just 31 at-bats. In the left center, Vollmer, 1 out. So let's see if Harris can get the 5 outs and hold on to a shutout. Yes, you did. A graceful out indeed. For 27 batters, Harris had 99 pitches, 7 in the third inning, 6 hits and 3 strikeouts. Coleman is 2 for 3. He has singled twice. There's a ground ball to short. Dente over to first. There's an out. You should know by now that graceful and I are two things that should never be said in the same sentence. Here's Sternweiss. He's 1 for 3. He is singled and struck out. Harris has not walked anybody. And Elvis gives him the over-under at 1. Well, you've jinxed him. And so let's see what Sternweiss will do here. Well, it's a push right now. Send your cards and letters too. Here's Henrik. Tommy is 1 for 3. He has singled and struck out. Harris deals. A base hit into right center field. Sternweiss goes to third. So 2 outs for Joe DiMaggio as apologies come from the crowd to Mickey Harris. DiMaggio 1 for 3. Again, he's got a chance to drive in his first run of the year. Let's see if he can deliver. Harris would bat second in the 8th. Evans goes out to talk to him. Mickey whines and fires, and there's Joey D's first RBI. Sternweiss scores. Henrik to third, and it's 6-1. So here's Billy Johnson, 1 for 3. He has singled and struck out. And Tribe fans, right. If the best part about right field in the 70s and 80s is if you didn't have a cannon of an arm, you didn't play. You know, one of the more unappreciated arms of that era, Ellis Valentine. Pitch to Johnson. Struck him out. And that'll do. The Yankees get on the board. That will do it for Harris. A run on 2 hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Washington 6. The Yankees 1. And Spec Shea comes in to pitch. Spec, the Naugatuck Nugget, 28 years old, fastball pitcher, 89, the fly ball pitcher. Making his 18th appearance of the year in 2 innings against Washington. He's allowed a hit and struck out 2. Last pitched against the Red Sox on the 28th. 1 inning, 1 hit and a walk. So overall, 37 innings, 40 hits, 3 homers, 28 runs, 17 earned. Ouch. He has walked 38 and struck out 18. Clemente had a -5 arm in the new 72 set, huh? Yeah, I was about to say, Elvis said it before I could. I think Roberto got a -6 one year. And I think Evans did, yeah. Did Evans get a -6? There was a couple that got a -6, I think. But Roberto certainly got 71 in a -6. The year I was born. Evans, Al, is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. There's a line drive to Coleman, 1 out. So Shea being the righty, and everybody sings who can hit a righty, and the answer to that is going to be Roberto Ortiz. He's 5 for 8. That's 625 with an RBI and a double. Well, I remember watching Aaron's homer in 74. I got into the 75 series, so mid-70s. Pitch to Ortiz is a ground ball to Coleman over to first for the out. So 2 out for Sam Dente. Sam is 1 for 4. He is singled. Pitch. There's a ground ball to third. Johnson's got to hurry. A bang-banger to first. And Dente is out. So no Prince Spaghetti Dinner there. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the 9th. We're going to try to do a double switch here. It is the Senators 6, the Yankees 1. He's sitting on 7-14. Milo Hamilton wrote that call. So, Dick Wyke. And Ortiz stays in the game and will bat 9th. He's a 3 and a 6. Wyke is a 5 with a .964 fielding percentage. Wyke looks like a kid there, doesn't he? Oh boy, he's an 8.75 ERA and 1-4 with 3 saves. Legs. That's an interesting nickname for a kid. 21 years old. He looks like he's 21 in that picture. He's a fastball pitcher at 93 and a ground ball pitcher. He will become a starter down the stretch. This is his 6th appearance against the Yankees. 5 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, all earned. He's walked 5 and struck out 2. He's got an ERA of 9. Yeah, we talked a bit about that last night. Joe Tate, who called Lenny Barker's perfect game, died on his 83rd birthday. They should call him White the Tyke. The saves came: a clean inning against the Tigers on the 17th, a 1 hit allowed against the Browns on the 1st, and 1/3 of an inning against the White Sox on the 4th. So it's always good just not to give up anything. Last pitched against the A's on the 30th, 1 inning and 2/3 of clean baseball. Pretty much, it's the Yankees and A's that have given him trouble. In 23 and 2/3 innings, he's allowed 31 hits, a home run, 24 runs, 23 earned. He's walked 27 and struck out 13. In 95 and a third real innings, he walked 103. Lindell, Bauer, and Silvera, and the Yankees reserve the right to make changes here. Lindell will leave for Cliff Mapes. Oh, called the perfect game on his birthday. Wow. Radio or TV? May 15th, 1981. Mapes at 263. A homer and 15 RBI. Over-under on walks is 2. Okay. Strike 3. 92 mile-an-hour fastball on the inside corner. 1 out. Here's Bauer. Hank is 0 for 3. Let's see what they do here. And Bobby Brown will pinch hit. That game is on YouTube, so on television, on channel 43 WUAB, Cleveland. Brown at 317, a homer, and 23 RBI. Herb Score and Nev Chandler called that on the radio. Pitch to Brown, a base hit left field. Stewart cuts it off. And the Yankees have 1 on and 1 out for Charlie Silvera. I would be surprised if Silvera hit. He will, and there's a ground ball to Dente. Kozar for 1, Robinson for 2, and the Senators win the ball game. Wow. So 6-1, the final score. So Kozar will be our MVP, 3 for 4 with 3 RBI. Harris, 8 innings, 8 hits. A run it was earned. He walked 1 and struck out 4. And that's right up there with one of the worst Yankee lineups I've ever seen. Casey just kind of fell asleep, I guess. White faced 3 batters, and got a strikeout. Lopat, 3 innings, takes a loss, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned, and a strikeout. Cardinals Marshall, 4-hitter through 4, and then Spec Shea with a 1-2-3 ninth. Yeah, Jack Brickhouse liked to root, huh? Oh, baby! Whee! A lot of the Jim Maloney's no-hitter from 65 has just surfaced on YouTube, too. Did Cardwell go to the Mets in the expansion draft? He might have. I don't know. Not the whole game. I don't think they started to roll tape at WGN until the 9th. Maybe the 8th. I know it's the oldest... YouTube, Buck, have a good day. It's the oldest color videotape I've seen of a baseball game. Here's the rest of the day in baseball. The Giants beat the Dodgers 8-7. Dave Kozlow goes to 6-3. Don Newcomb falls to 5-5. Gil Hodges, 3 for 4, is 9th of the year and steals 2 bases. Pirates beat the Cubs in Wrigley 3-2. Chestnut goes to 2-5. Leonard 4-8. Phil Cavarretta a 3 for 4 day. The A's beat the Red Sox. Lou Brissy throws a 2-hitter. He goes to 7-4. Jack Kramer playing like a piano player, 2-4. Chapman, 2 for 4, is 11th of the year and drives in 2. Tigers beat the White Sox behind a 3-hitter from Fred Hutchinson. He goes to 4-6. White falls to 5-7. Fred, his own best friend, he went 2 for 3 in the win. Cleveland beat the Browns 3-2. Al Benton goes to 4-3. Ostrowski falls to 3-1. Vernon with a V goes 2 for 3. Cincinnati pounds out 18 hits and stuns the Cardinals 14-3. Refsenberger goes to 7-9. Harry the Cat Burkeen gets to Claude. He goes to 8-4. And Peanuts Lowry goes 4 for 5. Philly beat the Braves in 12, 7-5. They pound out 16 hits. Trinkle 4-2. Johnny Antonelli falls to 3-4. And Richie Ashburn 4 for 6 with 2 RBI. That will do it for the baseball portion of our split doubleheader. Hockey tonight, 8 o'clock. Standings really haven't changed. Cardinals 2.5 up on the Braves, and the Yankees are 2 up on the Senators. It will be the Giants and the Dodgers tomorrow at noon. Take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you tonight for hockey. Bye-bye.